This young Dolph right here. He had to be looking over or something on the phone, cause when they run up, he still ain't running yet. So then they blasting, and one of them had a Draco. And they wasn't even worried about him, cause they like, who is you? We got some unreleased footage of the murder of young Dolph. Now y'all see this burnt donkey right here? I had to get out the donkey for this video right here because I knew it was gonna stress me out. They killed Flipper. I guess this come from the young Dolph. Y'all know his case just was over with and all that. I got my donkey anyway. You see a burnt donkey, and I have, oh snap! I rolled it up in this King hemp paper right here, baby. Grab a leaf, okay? If you smoking anything other than grab a leaf, sir, sorry to tell you, but you tweak. Do your homework.
And the employee. Let's get into it.
So this is the cookie shop that my boy Flipper died in, man. It's crazy out here. He was just on the phone.
Could you see who
came
was
to get
inside
him some
of the cookie store from
crazy.
once you got out of the car?
Oh, once we pulled in, this one I saw Young Dolph like close to the glass, like he gonna bag up. This one I thought where he was at, like location in the store, where his location was and stuff.
Now I want y'all to pay close attention.
I guess this somebody testifying.
To this guy right here. I forgot his name. Some say it was his bodyguard, some say it was his brother.
Yeah, they said that was his brother.
Pay close attention to him and the employee. Right? Watch this.
Is this the person to which you were referring?
Hold on,
Yes, ma'am.
Now pay attention, right? At 12:22:28, he looks this way.
Right.
At 12:22:28,
He looked that way.
This way.
But see, that's what I be saying. Like, it be a little too lackadaisical, bro. This is a worldwide superstar right here, bro. This is a, you know what I'm saying though? Like, this not no local rapper with a few million views. This is young Dolph. It's supposed to be somebody outside. It's supposed to be somebody at the door like these. You feel me? This the president. Shit. He ain't supposed to be going by the window showing his face off and all that. And you can see they start blowing right there.
12:22:36.
And boom. That's how that happened. That's why he ain't had no chance, bro. By the time he probably was looking over, he had to be looking over here. Look, this young Dolph right here. He had to be looking over or something on the phone, because when they run up, he still ain't running yet. So then they blasting, and one of them had a Draco. You see what I'm saying? One of them had a Draco, and they blasting, but they close. Like, they ain't try. That's how you know they was getting paid, because they had to get that man for you feel me, for them to go collect. Like, this one no drive-by fluky down the street. No, they ran up on Dolph.
At 12:22:36.
And bro, right here,
they struck.
Ain't see it coming.
Right? Now, I know you're probably wondering why I'm pointing that out. I just want you to pay attention, right?
How fast that shit happened, bro.
Now, once again,
I want to put y'all on to some of the easiest money you'll ever make in your life. Freecash.com is a website that allows you to literally get paid hundreds of dollars just for playing video games on your phone. All you need is an email and a password. Follow the directions on each of the campaigns and you can earn at least $100. My personal favorite game to play was Sunrise Island, and when I clicked on it, they had a $370 bonus. I got $370 just for playing the video game on my phone. On average, it only takes about 17 minutes for most people to start earning money on Freecash.com. So if you need some free, easy, extra money, go to Freecash.com, click the QR code right here, or go in the description below and start getting that bag. You did? At 12:22:28, he looked over. Them motherfuckers pulled up. 10 seconds later, gang.
12:35. Right? So let's do simple math here. 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35.
That's how fast your life can be over, boy.
So within 7 seconds, you mean to tell me this man, he looked back, and then he looked back this way, and didn't see nothing going on.
No, cause they pulled up and hopped out, bro. If you seen the other angle, they pulled and hopped out in a few seconds, bro. It's just crazy how he looked that way, and they pulled up. Like, that's crazy.
Look back this way and didn't see nothing going on.
They wasn't even worried about him because they like, who is you?
Yes, man, that was me that ran up, shooting his ass.
He chased him down. He tried. He went back in the car and
All right,
tried.
now let's pay attention to something else.
To what you're referring?
Yes, man.
Here's why I don't get either, right? He looks this way, and he looks back. You mean to tell me that we already counted 7 seconds and you didn't see them guys out there? You didn't think to pay attention outside rather than turn back around and just glance or gaze into whatever he's looking at?
I agree with
Right.
that. He's supposed to be
But
at
then-
the door the whole time. Like, hey, man, let's go get these cookies, man. Come on, we gotta go. Fuck, you saying that? You know what I'm saying?
Watch his reaction as the shots go off. Watch this.
Was that you?
Now you pay. Here's my thing. I don't know about y'all, right? But if you ask me, if you see how close he got, right? Watch this. You see the feet. He's right there. How was nobody hit? How straight drop Cornelius? How none of them was hit?
I don't know.
And he was this close. But another question is, how was it that, because I don't know, listen, in Memphis, you don't know what to expect.
Right.
I find it hard to believe that these two guys knew that Dolph was with somebody that potentially was there to secure him and make sure he's good. And they only shot young Dolph and never shot him, no matter how close they were. And clearly he visibly had a weapon.
Yeah.
So you mean to
It
tell
do
me they
look
just
a little.
aimed for
It look a
Dolph?
little weird. But,
didn't hit him?
but you gotta think about it though, bro. They came for the money. They weren't trying to catch no double murder just for the hell of it. You know, they was trying to smoke Dolph and get paid for it. You know what I'm saying? They seen Dolph, they ran up, he dropped, they ran off. Like,
Keep in mind, they had Dracos. So either these guys are some sharp shooters, or I don't know what's going on. You can't tell me that these guys are firing from outside. Nobody got grazed, nobody got shot. It was just all young Dolph.
bro, did you just see it though, twin? They ran right back on him, bro.
12:35.
They ran right on him, bro.
29,
He ain't
30,
go
31,
nowhere, bro.
32, 33, 34.
They ran straight up, gang.
You mean to tell me
They
it
ran
didn't-
right up.
What's going on?
Like, look how close they is, bro. That's why nobody got hit. They was point blank.
You mean to tell me that this girl was sitting at the register? She's the employee. She zipped away. I'm talking about ran away. And he stayed there until shots was fired. He didn't think to run, no nothing. Watch this. She's gone. He stayed there.
I don't think it was registering in his head. You see him look up. He looked at her like, we was like,
Come
what
on,
the hell?
y'all.
And then he
Now,
heard it.
once
he ducked,
again, I
like,
told y'all I'm not trying to, no conspiracy theory, no none of that. I just want to point out things that don't make sense.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I think sometimes as people, we be getting on the internet and we be analyzing, but you got to understand, bro, this is all in 7 seconds, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like, let's really analyze it.
Look, she's gone. Didn't think to run, no nothing. Watch this.
So she got up and
gone.
ran at 34,
He stayed there.
right? At barely when it hit 36 seconds, the shots went off. So he, in real time, he looking at something else, thinking about some whole other stuff. He not looking at her how you looking at her while you got this surveillance video on, bro. It's easy to judge a situation when you looking at it after it already happened. You know how it played out, and then you looking at it from your point of view. But it looking at it from his point of view, he might be looking at it like, shit, let's see what kind of cookies I'm trying to get. I ain't never tried these motherfuckers. We trying to get some cookies. Baby mama probably, who knows what kind of problems he got, bro. So she ran off at 34.
He stayed there.
Right when it turned 30 seconds, shots went off. Feel me? So he only had 2 seconds to process every single thing. You can't expect the man to see. jump back, and already got gun out. You know what I'm saying? He don't know what's going on, bro. By the time he turn around and see what's going on, Dolph getting hit up, shots going down. He's trying to duck.
Once again, I told y'all I'm not trying. Don't make sense. Whatever.
So I think it make a little bit more sense than bro trying to say, because again, bro, this real time, bro. This 2 seconds, bro.
Now, I guess they say Dolph was on the phone.
Yeah.
So maybe he wasn't paying attention neither. But like I said, these weird angles, it's like they give a little, right? Because why can't we see the whole thing? Why is this cut out? Why can't we see Govan and Cornelius straight up? Look at why does surveillance look like this? Why I could barely make out who this is? The only way you know this is Dolph is because he's tall, dark skinned with a PRE chain.
Yeah.
For all we know, that could be my cousin. You see what I'm saying? And I know we laugh at that, but once again, like I said, when you think back to the Kanika Jenkins situation, right? And you hear about the editing of the videos then.
Yeah. You never know,
at this
bro.
point in life, you never know what to believe.
You never know.
I just find it hard how this man was right here in the front. And remember, Makita's is not big at all.
I think it was just his day though, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, it was just his last, it was just just his last day, bro.
3.
It seemed like as soon as he looked up and paid attention to him.
Now let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's about 4 seconds.
It's not 4 seconds, bro. You start counting before you hit play.
Now let's count. 1, 2.
That's 1 second.
3, 4.
That's 2 seconds. You gotta look at the counter, bro. You went from 34 to 36.
Now let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's about 4 seconds.
Was that you?
Yes, man, it was me that ran up, shooting his ass.
And he mean to tell me he didn't hit nobody. And you know another thing that was kind of weird? I don't know, maybe he went to the car. But if y'all remember that picture that went viral, he had like a big Drake or something. And he was following. See, this is another thing that don't make sense, right? Because remember that picture how close he was to the car?
That again, bro, that's an angle, bro. You don't know how close he is to the car. You see what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I could angle it like this and the phone will look bigger than my head. But we both know the phone ain't bigger than my head. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's a camera angle. You don't know how close he was. You don't know if the gun jammed. You feel me?
And he had that big Drake. How was it that he was that close but didn't shoot? When they found the car, it was no bullet. It wasn't no bullet holes in the in the glass. The glass wasn't shattered. None of that. Why not? You see how close he was? He chased the car but didn't shoot. I don't know, y'all. Like I said, something is just weird. I can't put my hand on it, but this is why instead of doing a conspiracy thing like y'all say, I just rather point out the things that don't make sense and let y'all come to your own conclusion. So y'all let me know what y'all think about that.
I think bro was reaching in this one a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. But that's some footage we definitely never saw before. And that shit just sucked. I think more of it was just his day, bro, you know? Like, I ain't gonna lie. It's very could be true that whoever that was with him was with the dudes that was setting it up, or who knows, bro. But it's also true that, you know what I'm saying? It don't look like that to me. You feel me? It looked like it shit just happened. And it happened so fast, by the time you figured out what was going on, Dolph was already hit up. So you upped your gun, you ran after him, you ducked one. By the time you process the shit, like, you gotta process it in real time. You can't process it when you already know what's finna happen, because you know young Dolph got killed at Makita's cookie store. You hear me? You can't watch a video knowing what already happened and then watch it another angle knowing what's about to happen and then judge it. You gotta put yourself in the shoes of this shit going on right now. So if I'm in my phone right now, I'm in the cookie store, I'm looking to see if some cookies, I'm trying to get some cookies. This girl run up. By the time I look up and be like, what the fuck wrong with her? I hear a shot. I'm like, by the time I hear a shot, I turn around. By the time I turn around, they already shooting. Bro, they was really already done with the hit by the time he turned around, for real. By the time he turned around and seen what was going on. Is this shots from outside? Is somebody about to, oh shit, they shooting at Dolph. What the fuck? By the time he seen all that, it was already over with. It was done, so. Like, it had already been done. You see what I'm saying?
This, I do find it funny too, if y'all remember CEO Bobby. How ironic, he was exposing everything. He told us that allegedly Makita's cookie shop was in on this whole thing. Remember, he exposed the DMs, the whole 9 yards. And he was serious about them being a part of this.
I don't remember that.
What a coincidence, right?
I don't remember hearing that.